Michelle McDyre, I'm the Director of Prevention Education and Outreach at Mission Kids Child Advocacy Center. At Mission Kids, we provide services for child abuse victims. We try to provide family supports for them, but I actually oversee our prevention education department. So taking it a step further, really helping children recognize safe and unsafe touches and identify safe adults in their lives that they can talk to. We also make sure that we're empowering the adults in their lives to recognize when a child needs help and respond appropriately to that. So I've been here for about 8 years in a variety of different roles. I moved from a direct service role to more of the back end of things, and now I'm in my dream role, really overseeing our prevention education efforts, not only right here in Montgomery County, but across the state of Pennsylvania, and hoping to make a bigger impact nationally. Working in the child abuse field, we know that we need to collaborate. No one person can do this alone. Sometimes we realize that we're working in silos and we're just so busy, checking off what we need to get done, making sure a child is safe, making sure we get the evidence that we need. But really, we need to look holistically at our approach and how we're helping kids. And I've really kind of taken that multidisciplinary team model into other areas, into impacting the community. So saying, who has access to children, but also who has an influence on children? So how do we talk to parents about how they can talk to their children? How do we empower teachers to recognize and respond when a child is triggered or when they're asking for help? Because little people sometimes have big feelings, but they don't know how to put it into words. What are we doing to look at our neighbors and ask them, what can I help you with? What can I take off your plate? Or even asking for help, saying, I need help. This is how you can help me and my family. So just how can we collaborate to make our community safer for every child so that there aren't those children who fall through the cracks. I think that's just my biggest thing is look around you, be aware, be a good neighbor, be a good friend, be kind to each other, because you never know really what other people are struggling with and what brought them to this point in their life. This is my dream job, which most people can't say when they're in their 30s, but I had a really interesting path to get here. I grew up in a law enforcement family. I saw that there was some really terrible things in the world, and that really opened my eyes at a young age. But I saw that there were really bad things, but then I saw that there were people who really could make an impact and could make things a little less bad for people who were going through a hard time. So when it came to think about what I wanted to do for a career, I went to college, got a degree in criminal justice, and thought that I was going to become a prosecutor. My dream was to prosecute sex crimes and child abuse crimes, but really realized that I wanted to have more of a hands-on approach and work directly with families and children. So I started doing family advocacy, working with victims directly, but I found that I really had a passion for awareness, because really hearing that people didn't believe that child abuse existed, or it was something that really thrived in silence. So I knew that I could use my public speaking skills and my training skills to really make a bigger impact here. I talked to my supervisors along the way and just asked, how can I create a role that would have the largest impact? And that was really starting our prevention education department. And now I have a team of people that I work with every day that I trust, and that we're also passionate about this work. So I'm really proud to be here. I'm going into my 8th year here, and I just can't wait to see what we'll conquer and do in the future. I think we could better support children and child abuse survivors just by talking about the issues that we see. Child abuse is a crime that thrives in silence. It's something that when we go out into the community, we hear, oh, I wish that there had been someone like you 40 years ago when I needed it. So really just talking about these issues, being responsive when people are telling us stuff. And when it comes to kids, when they tell you about the little things, make sure that you listen to them, because ultimately that'll let them know that they can come to you and talk to them about the big things.